Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another thrilling episode where we uncover the hidden treasures lying quietly in your pocket change. Today, we're going to dive deep into the incredible story of one of the most sought-after pennies in American numismatic history, the 1960 no-mint mark USA 1-cent coin. You might have seen one, you might even have one tucked away in a drawer, but after this video, you'll never look at that tiny coin the same way again. Let's set the scene. The year was 1960. America was on the brink of major social change. John F. Kennedy was elected president. The civil rights movement was gaining momentum. And deep inside the US Mint, something extraordinary happened. Something that would forever change the way collectors view the humble Lincoln cent. That year, the Philadelphia Mint produced a batch of 1-cent coins that would later be recognized for a subtle yet critical detail. They bore no mint mark, and some of them held a secret that made them extremely valuable. You see, in 1960, the Mint produced both large date and small date varieties of the Lincoln cent. Both versions came out of Philadelphia and Denver, but here's where things get exciting. The 1960 small date from the Philadelphia Mint, with no mint mark, became a rarity. At first glance, it looked like any other penny. But for those who looked closer, the design details, especially the shape of the zero in the date, set this coin apart from millions of others. This wasn't just a design change. It was a production twist that turned an everyday object into a collectible masterpiece. The small date coins were produced in much fewer quantities compared to the large date variety. This unintentional scarcity is what ignited the passion of collectors and sent prices skyrocketing. People often ask, why would a simple design difference be so valuable? The answer lies in rarity and demand. Coin collectors, known as numismatists, prize rarity above almost anything else. When only a limited number of coins are produced with a unique characteristic, their value rises. In the case of the 1960 small date no mint mark penny, it wasn't just rare, it was an unintentional gem, a mistake that became a marvel. Now, what makes this coin even more exciting is that it's still being found today. Yes, you heard that right. This isn't a coin locked away in museums or private collections. This is a coin that could be hiding in your penny jar, your change from the grocery store, or that old piggy bank you haven't opened in years. And that possibility has turned ordinary people into treasure hunters overnight. The coin's value has grown steadily over the decades. While many ordinary 1960 pennies are worth just face value, the rare small date no mint mark versions in pristine condition can command serious cash. Depending on its condition, this coin has been known to sell for anywhere between hundreds to even $6,000 at auctions. That's right, $6,000 for a 1-cent coin. And here's where it gets even better. If your coin is in uncirculated or proof-like condition, its value can soar. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for coins with sharp details, flawless surfaces, and original mint luster. If you're lucky enough to find one of these, you're not just holding a coin, you're holding a piece of history worth a small fortune. But how do you know if you have this rare treasure? First, check the date. Look closely at the shape of the numbers. In the small date variety, the 0 in 1960 is narrow and perfectly round, unlike the wide oval shape in the large date version. The tops of the 6 and 9 are level with each other in the small date version, another critical detail to verify. Collectors and dealers across the world continue to hunt for this coin. Every time one appears in the market, it creates buzz and bidding wars. The coin's mystique is only growing, and so is its value. It has become more than just a penny. It's now a collector's prize, a symbol of what's possible when history, rarity, and timing collide. If you're watching this video, consider this your sign. Check your old coins, dig through your change jars, and explore those forgotten drawers. You never know, you could be holding the next coin to make headlines in the numismatic world. Imagine the feeling of discovering that your old penny is worth thousands of dollars. Imagine turning something you've overlooked your whole life into a payday that could change your financial future. This isn't just a fantasy. This is real, and people have done it. And if you're wondering whether it's worth your time to look for this coin, let me assure you, absolutely yes. The thrill of the hunt is exciting, but the reward is even greater. With just a little bit of knowledge and attention to detail, you could identify one of the most valuable pennies ever made. Collectors are always looking to buy this coin, especially in high grades. Coin shows, online auctions, and private sales often showcase these pieces, with prices climbing as more people become aware of their value. Some dealers will even pay a premium on the spot if you walk in with one in excellent condition. So let this video be your inspiration. The 1960 no-mint mark small-date penny isn't just a coin, it's a hidden treasure. It's a window into American history, a product of the mint's evolution, and most of all, a golden opportunity disguised as a copper coin. And to everyone out there watching, keep your eyes open. You might be closer than you think to finding one of these incredible coins. Don't let the opportunity pass you by. Go check your change, your piggy bank, or your family's old coin collection. Next up, the year 1962 with the D mint mark. This tiny coin, often ignored in pocket change, could be a hidden jackpot waiting to be discovered. So hold on to your seats because this might just be the video that changes the way you look at pennies forever. The 1962 D Lincoln cent was minted in Denver, one of the key US mints that has produced coins since the 1800s. The D mint mark is stamped just beneath the year on the front of the coin. At first glance, it may look like any ordinary penny, but let me assure you, what lies behind this particular coin is a story of rarity, demand, and collector obsession. This coin was produced during a time when the United States was experiencing economic stability, but numismatics, the art of collecting coins, was starting to explode among American hobbyists. In 1962, the Denver Mint struck more than 1.7 billion 1-cent coins, but not all of them were identical. Some were struck with rare die errors. Some were preserved in mint condition, never touched by human hands, while others were caught in small-batch misprints that collectors are now willing to pay thousands for. The reason the 1962 D penny has reached legendary status in the world of coin collecting is because of specific varieties and errors that have surfaced over the decades. Double dies, off-center strikes, repunched mint marks, and unusually sharp proofs have all contributed to certain coins from this batch becoming extremely rare. When you combine rarity with condition, the value skyrockets. Imagine holding a penny that has never circulated, still glowing red from its original copper shine, with every detail perfectly struck. That's what collectors are hunting for. And if that coin just happens to have a doubling error or repunched mint mark, you're not holding 1 cent anymore. You could be holding a coin worth hundreds, or even thousands of dollars. Auction records show that pristine, high-grade 1962 D pennies have fetched as much as $12,000 in recent years. Yes, you heard that right, $12,000 for a single penny. This is not fiction. This is numismatic reality. The demand for these gems is soaring, especially among collectors looking to complete their Lincoln cent series in the highest quality possible. What makes this coin even more fascinating is its accessibility. Unlike some rare coins that only exist in museums or private collections, the 1962 D penny could very well be sitting in your drawer, your change jar, or even in a box of old family belongings. That's the beauty of it. You don't need to be a millionaire to own one, but finding the right one can make you feel like one. Many coin collectors start their journey with Lincoln cents because of their rich history. Abraham Lincoln was the first real person to be featured on a US coin, and his profile has appeared on the 1 cent since 1909. The reverse side in 1962 still featured the iconic wheat stalks, a design known affectionately as the wheat penny, though this style actually ended in 1958. In 1962, the reverse featured the Lincoln Memorial, introduced in 1959. So the 1962 D penny carries both a modern and historic feel, bridging eras in American numismatic design. If your 1962 D penny is in brilliant uncirculated condition, also known as MS 65 or higher, it may already have significant collector value. Coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC often go for more because they've been officially certified for their quality. The highest recorded price for such a penny has reached 5 figures, and more valuable varieties may still be out there, yet to be discovered. You might be asking, what should I look for? Keep an eye out for clean surfaces, sharp strikes, no signs of wear, and potential errors. Some of the rarest examples are those with doubled dies on the reverse, or those that exhibit a clear repunched D mint mark. These errors were created during the minting process and are extremely hard to find, making them incredibly valuable. Many collectors are specifically looking to add the 1962 D penny to their collection to complete a red Lincoln Memorial Series set. A coin with deep red coloration, straight from the mint and untouched by time, can fetch prices you wouldn't believe. And when it includes an error or variety, its demand goes through the roof. Even those in slightly circulated condition with errors can still command excellent prices from collectors. Now is the perfect time to go hunting. Check your coin jars, ask your relatives, search your old wallets. You never know where a 1962 D-gem might be hiding. There's something magical about discovering a rare treasure, and this penny could be your golden ticket. Stories of people cashing in thousands for a single coin they found at home are not myths. They are real, and they are happening. The 1962 D-penny is not just a coin. It is a piece of American history. It carries the legacy of Lincoln, the craftsmanship of the Denver Mint, and the dreams of collectors who value beauty, rarity, and legacy. If you own one, don't rush to spend it. Look closely. Research. It could be worth much more than its face value. So whether you are a seasoned collector or just someone with an eye for the unusual, the 1962 D Lincoln cent is a coin that deserves your attention. Don't let its small size fool you. It can hold an enormous place in your financial future. Coins like this remind us that history still lives in the everyday objects around us. This penny has the potential to change your life. All it takes is awareness, patience, and a bit of curiosity. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, the 1962 D1 cent coin isn't just metal. It's memory, it's mystery, and most importantly, it's money. With the right eye and a little bit of luck, you could be the next person to uncover a treasure worth thousands. Keep looking, keep believing, and never underestimate the power of a penny. Next up, the 1978 USA 1 cent coin without a mint mark. This little copper coin might just be your ticket to a big payday. Sit tight, because what you're about to hear may change the way you see the humble penny forever. The 1978 1 cent coin, also known as the Lincoln Memorial Cent, is more than just a piece of metal. It's a living piece of American history. Produced at the Philadelphia Mint, coins from this location often carry no mint mark. That's why the 1978 penny appears to have just the year printed on it with no letter below. But don't let that simplicity fool you. The no mint mark version of this coin has gained the attention of collectors and dealers all across the United States and even overseas. This coin was struck during a period of economic change in the country. In the late 1970s, inflation was rising and copper prices were fluctuating. The US Mint continued to produce pennies primarily with 95% copper and 5% zinc, which gave the coins a solid weight and a rich reddish hue. For collectors, this composition matters. It means the coin contains actual metal value in addition to its collectible appeal. The Lincoln cent design had already become iconic by 1978. Abraham Lincoln's bust on the obverse side represented strength, leadership, and unity. The reverse side, showing the Lincoln Memorial, added another layer of symbolism. By 1978, the Lincoln Memorial reverse had been in use for nearly 2 decades, replacing the wheat ears of the original design. These coins told a story of honor, heritage, and American pride. But what makes the 1978 no mint mark penny truly valuable today is a combination of condition, rarity, and collector demand. You see, not all 1978 pennies are created equal. While millions were minted, only a small number have survived in top-grade condition. The higher the quality, the higher the price. And among those coins, some have rare die errors that were never meant to exist, making them extremely desirable. Coins with doubling on the date, extra thickness in the letters, or slightly off-center strikes have been found in 1978 batches. These errors occurred during the minting process and were not caught by quality control. Today, these mistakes are considered treasures. When collectors get their hands on such coins, they are willing to pay serious money. So how many people are out there looking to buy a 1978 no mint mark penny? Thousands. Online coin marketplaces, auction houses, and collector communities are constantly on the hunt for coins from this era. Some buyers are casual hobbyists hoping to complete a Lincoln cent collection, while others are professional numismatists looking for investment-grade examples. The market is hot, and the demand is real. Now let's talk numbers. A circulated 1978 penny might only be worth a few cents, but a gem-quality, uncirculated coin without a mint mark can sell for $5,000 to $10,500 depending on its grade and whether it contains a rare variety or error. One such example, certified in near-perfect condition by PCGS, was sold at auction for over $2,000. That's $2,000 for a penny most people wouldn't think twice about. These top-tier coins are graded by professional organizations who examine every detail under magnification. They assign a number on the scale of 1 to 70, with 70 being a flawless coin. If you find a 1978 no-mint mark penny graded 67 or higher, you're looking at a coin that's not just rare, it's highly valuable. And if it includes a rare variety, like a doubled die or planchet error, the value only goes up. One of the reasons the 1978 no-mint mark penny is gaining attention is that it's still relatively accessible. Unlike coins from the 1800s or early 1900s, the 1978 penny might still be hiding in your home, your pocket, or your grandparents' old coin jar. It's the kind of treasure that's within reach, but only for those who know what to look for. This is your chance to search and possibly strike gold with copper. Collectors love the hunt. They love finding that one rare piece no one else noticed. The 1978 penny without a mint mark fits that dream perfectly. It's unassuming, yet full of potential. And because many people overlook it, that's exactly why the smartest collectors are searching for it today. You might be wondering why it was made in the first place. The answer lies in tradition and utility. The US Mint produced billions of Lincoln cents in 1978 to keep up with the needs of commerce. But even though the intention was practical, the outcome was historical. Some coins emerged with remarkable beauty. Others came with flaws. And a rare few were perfectly preserved through the decades, becoming the crown jewels of coin collections today. Every coin tells a story, and the 1978 no-mint mark penny tells a story of survival. It has made it through years of circulation, through pocket after pocket, and still remains a vital part of US coin history. The best ones, those in uncirculated condition, are like time capsules, capturing a perfect moment from a different era. The truth is, we're only just beginning to appreciate coins like this. As more collectors enter the scene and supply decreases, prices are sure to rise. Already, demand is pushing values higher year after year. People are waking up to the idea that even modern-era coins can carry serious value. So, what should you do if you find a 1978 penny with no mint mark? First, check its condition. Does it look clean, sharp, and undamaged? Is the shine still there? Then look for errors, doubling on the letters, unusual shapes, or strange textures. If it looks unusual or untouched, it's worth getting professionally appraised. That tiny cent might just be a $1,000 discovery. Never underestimate the power of a coin. The 1978 no mint mark 1-cent coin might seem ordinary, but within it lies the story of a nation, the potential for wealth, and a legacy that continues to grow. Keep your eyes open, your coin jars ready, and your mind sharp, because the next valuable coin could be sitting right under your nose. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not just about pennies. This is about passion, history, and the thrill of turning something simple into something extraordinary. The 1978 no-mint mark penny is one such example. A piece of everyday America that holds hidden value for those who are wise enough to see it. Next up, the 1982 1-cent coin with the Denver mint mark, better known as the 1982 D penny. If you think a single penny can't be worth more than its face value, you're about to be proven very, very wrong. This coin isn't just a piece of currency. It's a historical milestone. The 1982 D penny holds a special place in the hearts of collectors because it came during a year of massive transition for the US Mint. That year, the Mint changed the composition of the penny, and the results of that change still echo today. What seems like a regular coin is actually a hidden treasure, especially if you know what to look for. The year 1982 is significant because it marked the shift from the traditional 95% copper penny to a lighter and cheaper composition, 97.5% zinc with only a thin copper plating. Due to the rise in copper prices, producing copper coins had become more expensive than the coins themselves. That forced the US Mint to take action. But during this switch, a strange and rare event occurred, leading to the creation of some of the most valuable pennies ever known. Now, what makes the 1982 D penny incredibly exciting is the fact that multiple varieties were produced that year. There were large dates and small dates. There were copper cents and zinc cents. Some had the D mint mark from Denver, while others were from Philadelphia with no mint mark at all. The rarest and most valuable of these is the elusive 1982 D small date copper penny. Yes, that's right, a coin that technically shouldn't exist. Collectors have long believed that the Denver Mint only struck zinc coins with the small date style. But a small handful of copper examples with the D mint mark and small date have turned up, and they've caused a frenzy in the numismatic world. These coins are not just rare. They are practically legends. One such coin was sold for over $18,000 at auction. That's not hype, that's fact. So how many people want to buy the 1982 D penny? The answer is thousands. Across the United States and around the world, coin collectors are actively searching for this treasure. Forums, online auctions, and numismatic communities are buzzing with excitement over this particular coin. It's not just a collector's dream, it's also an investor's target. People know its value is rising, and they're ready to pay top dollar to own a genuine piece of coin history. The current value of a standard 1982 D penny can range from a few cents to a few dollars, depending on its condition and composition. But if you have one of the rare copper small date versions, the value can skyrocket. Even if you're unsure which one you have, the thrill of checking, weighing, and discovering can be a life-changing moment. Remember, the rare version weighs about 3.1 grams, while the zinc ones weigh closer to 2.5 grams. That tiny difference could mean thousands of dollars. Let's take a moment to appreciate the coin's design. The obverse side features the bust of President Abraham Lincoln, a timeless image that has appeared on the 1-cent coin since 1909. The reverse shows the Lincoln Memorial, which replaced the wheat ears design in 1959. Together, they create a perfect balance of tradition and pride. These are coins that reflect American values, American leadership, and American history. The 1982 D penny was not created to be rare. It was minted by the millions to serve a practical purpose. But it is precisely that background, the shift in materials, the overlapping production styles, and the unexpected variations, that gave rise to something rare and valuable. It is a story of unintended brilliance, of ordinary production resulting in extraordinary opportunity. So why is this coin so valuable? Because it's part of a transitional year. Because mistakes and inconsistencies occurred. Because in all the hustle to produce enough pennies for a growing economy, a few extraordinary coins slipped through. And now, decades later, collectors are fighting to find them. Owning one means holding a piece of one of the most pivotal changes in modern US coinage. Don't assume that just because the penny is common, yours is too. If you have a 1982 D penny, especially one in excellent condition, it's time to take a closer look. Use a scale. Examine the date style. Get a second opinion. Because the rewards for finding the right one can be huge. Some people have even turned this into a hobby or side business. They go through jars, old rolls from the bank, and inherited collections searching for that one special 1982 D copper small date penny. The number of people hunting has increased in recent years, but that's only driven the value up higher. Scarcity and demand walk hand in hand, and this coin has both. Many coin experts predict that as more collectors enter the field, and as these coins disappear into long-term collections, the value will only continue to rise. It's not just a momentary trend. It's a long-term asset. So if you find one, hold on to it. Or if you choose to sell, make sure you do it through a reputable auction or certified dealer who understands what you've got. Coin collecting has never just been about money. It's about history, heritage, and the thrill of the hunt. The 1982 D penny, especially the copper small date version, offers all of that and more. It is one of the greatest coin stories of the 20th century, and it is still unfolding today. You could be part of that story. Think about it. What other item, so small and simple, can offer such reward? A coin that once bought a piece of candy now has the power to pay for an entire vacation, a new car, or even help with college tuition. That's the magic of numismatics. That's the power of discovery. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've been inspired by this story, don't wait another day. Check your old coins. Search your change jars. Ask your relatives. The next rare 1982 D penny could be in your hands right now. And with the right knowledge, that penny could be worth thousands. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share it with others who love coins, history, and hidden treasures. This is your invitation to the world of rare coin collecting. And remember, the most valuable things in life are sometimes the ones you least expect. Keep your eyes open, your mind curious, and your pennies close. Because one of them might just be priceless.